Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mamina. If you're new here, please do subscribe, like, and comment below. If this video resonates with you, it helps me to put out more content. It helps more people to see my content so that more people can get guidance and clarity as a collective from these readings. With that being said, this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These cards were charged with the energy of yesterday and today. So that means they're charged with the energy of Mercury, communication, healing, even summoning, and they're charged with the energy of today, which is Jupiter energy, luck, wealth, and prosperity. So these cards can cover any of that variety, may incorporate all of that. Just bear that in mind. Also, as I was shuffling these cards out as they came out, I felt like the energy of all three connect to each other. So for some of you, you may connect with all the stones, and that's fine either way. With any pick a card reading, you may naturally connect with more to one, if not all stones. But if you do for this one, then each of these stones, each of these cards holds some type of meaning and guidance for you. But as always, I'm going to say take the time to take a deep breath in. Breathe it in for the count of 4. Hold it for the count of 4. And let it out slow on the count of 4. You can pause this video if necessary. Take the time to really meditate on these stones. Close your eyes. Whichever stone keeps appearing in your mind's eye, whichever stone your eye keeps going back to once it opens, that's the stone for you. At the very least, that's the main focal point of this general reading for you. As with all of my readings, there's some type of guidance and clarity that'll happen for anyone that comes across this video. There's no coincidences. You're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. Take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. As always, you're responsible for how you react and your actions when it comes to any readings I do, be it personal or general. We're going to hop into group 1. All right, group 1. You chose this beautiful tiger eye stone here. I'm going to put it up there. We're using Sacred Ancient Wisdom Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, who's also here on YouTube and sells decks. If you're interested, I will have the links in the description. We're going to start off with the main vocal points of your reading, and we have Capricorn energy. Yes, this may be in your chart. This could be your sign. However, it doesn't have to be. Just like when I do my tarot readings, the signs coming in, especially underneath the planet that they're ruled by, if the planet's energy is to come through at the same time, it means that that's the vocal point. That's the key energy of your situation. If it's also your sign, and that's another way that you resonate with it, that's also a beautiful thing. We have business matters, determination, and ambitions. I feel like all three apply for many of you. You have business matters that you're trying to take care of. You have businesses that you're trying to start. You have the ambition. You have the determination, but many of you are kind of stuck on how to bring it into fruition or how to go about it. You might be very set in a one-track mind. So for example, if you didn't go to college for what it is you're trying to do, or even if you did go to college for what it is you're trying to do, you might be a little too close-minded on how to bring that business matter or that business idea into fruition. You need to be flexible. You need to be more open. Spirit wants you to know that once you allow yourself to truly tap into your highest conscience, once you allow yourself to set the determination for what you want to do with an open heart and an open mind, you give the universe the opportunity to manifest that for you in an abundant amount of ways. So you could have an idea and get in your car and go into a local grocery store and run right into the person that you need to run into to invest in you, or etc. There's no limit to how something can come into fruition, but focus on the energy that you wish to receive when it comes to you. You want for this business matter to be successful. You want for it to work out. Some of you might also have a business matter that involves family or friends. Perhaps there's a bit of rockiness there, a little bit of trouble there. You can even this out. You don't have to keep a partner on just because they're friends and family. That's just what's channeling in here. That may not be for everyone, but it's something to bear in mind. Also, some of you are thinking of going into business with family. Look, mom and pop shops, family businesses can be successful, and they can be successful without drama. Respect is important. Understanding that when it comes time to do business, you don't have to be cold-hearted, you don't have to be money hungry, but you do have to have respect for each other, respect for each other's roles and opinions, who's good at doing what. There can't be an argument about who gets a power play position in that said business. If it's even cuts, cool. If it's not because somebody does more work than the other, then that has to be talked about and understood. I do feel like a lot of success is coming to you with this Capricorn energy, especially because you have such a strong determination. For others, this involves perhaps love or family, a determination and some ambition towards a kinship, perhaps a soul tribe coming in here. Take what resonates for you. For some of you, it may be all the above, but take what specifically resonates with you. I will say this reading incorporates a lot of money matters, a lot of business matters. There's a lot of luck and prosperity just waiting to unfold here. You just have to be open to it. I do feel some of you may have to tap into studying or researching what it is you're trying to do from a different perspective. Again, as I always say, to know everything is to know nothing. To know nothing is to know everything. You must always have your mind open to learn something from a complete new perspective, as if you've never known it, as if you're just experiencing it or learning about it from the first time. Because when you go into learning something with the mentality of, I know it all, or I get it, there's nothing new you can tell me, you actually miss out and you put a block in your own way. And a lot of you need to remove blocks. Okay, let's focus on what the wolf pack advice is. We have communication. What did I say? These cards were charged with the energy of Mercury, right? So from communication, we have good news from a distance, communication about love or business. For some of you, it's and. You are open to new opportunities or ideas. Remember what I said, it's time to be open-minded. A line of communication is established with a friend or loved one. And I feel like loved one could also mean romantic partner for some of you. That's not for everyone. So again, think about your situation. So being open-minded will bring you success. Allowing for new ideas to come in, even if those new ideas are from someone else. Give credit where credit is due, but be open-minded. That is a key vocal point when it comes to these business matters, especially for those of you involved with family when it comes to business. I also feel like communication is just key in general for many of you. Anyone who chose this set, you have a determination and ambition that wants to be released. You may have to research in order to know more about what you're trying to do, but you got this. Pretty much is what Spirit is saying. You got this. And look at that. Also, I'm noticing that the desert is a common theme here. In this particular reading, there's a lot of like secret knowledge. So most of you might be trying to get into spiritual work, maybe Reiki healing, or maybe you're also trying to get into tarot from a business perspective yourself. Whatever it may be, allow yourself to be open and flexible in the knowledge that you gain. And of course, focus on the vibration, use your discernment. We have moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. For those of you I was talking about, you kind of don't know how to go about what's happening. You have to allow your mind to silence itself. And the only real way to do that is to master stillness. Now, I always recommend meditation for that. Yoga. Emptying your mind doesn't mean that you're not thinking nothing. I mean, if you can get to that point, if you can master that point, that's great. But it means that you pay attention to what it is that you allow to come in your mind when you're meditating. You make sure that you're not allowing toxic thoughts or limiting thoughts to enter your mind during that meditation, because it will contribute to the vibration. I get the feeling some of you move too much in your mind. You are all over the place. You're probably even a Virgo like me. And so you think of 1,000 ideas, a second. By the time the day is over, you could build a whole entire universe off of your ideas. Your mind is so active. This is about helping to train your mind to slow down and receive the information. Some of you resonate with the tone downloads, to receive the downloads necessary. So whether it's taking a minute to paint, because maybe painting stills your mind, maybe it's taking a minute to sit and do mudras or mantras, all of these different things will help you center yourself. But the key is to allow your body and mind to relax so that ideas can come to you naturally. You're already in the course of moving forward. Whether you feel you are or not, you are moving forward. The only reason you feel stuck is you don't know how to be calm in stillness. So that's a key element here for those of you that feel a little like, I got this business matter to take care of and I don't quite know how to do it. You know, Spirit is trying to help you. The divine is trying to channel in here. That's your reading, Group 1. Blessings to you. All right, Group 2, welcome to your reading. I will say, Group 2, the energy of your reading feels a little more intense. So with that in mind, in case there are triggers in this, make sure that you've centered yourself, you've opened your mind, you're operating from your heart center so that you can properly receive the information you're being told and you don't put up a wall or a block. And most importantly, if certain images or things may trigger you, then you may want to save this for another time when you're able to better handle it. Okay, that's just because of how the energy feels here. But other than that, I still, of course, feel like there's a lot of positivity here. We have this beautiful bloodstone. Let's get into your cards. Storms. Okay, yeah. So pretty much confirming what I was picking up on. Complications, struggles to make it through. Some of you right now feel like you're in some sort of struggle or maybe stranded, like you're alone. I'm feeling like some of you feel like you're alone in something that you're trying to do, or just alone in general. You don't really feel like you have many people in your corner. So you might be second guessing if you can make it through whatever your challenge is. I will say that the divine not only has your back, but the divine is telling you that your only option is to make it through. You know, it's your free will whether you choose to stay stuck or not. You must acknowledge that. You must be able to face that within yourself. You have the ability to choose to move forward, to let go of whatever you feel like is hindering you, or to stay stuck in it. And again, I feel like all these groups are connected somehow, one way or another. So you may resonate with one of the other card piles that come out. Particularly right now, we're on group 2, so you might resonate with one a bit. But I will say these are storms you can get through. This is something you can manage. This feeling of being stuck, you're going to need some faith and trust in yourself. Listen, we are all connected. We're all meant to share and be connected with each other, to unify, to unite. However, there's a respect we must have as individuals of ourselves. We must learn to trust ourselves. If something has made you lose trust in yourself and in your abilities, Spirit is letting you know through this message right now that you must come to terms with trusting yourself, and then you must put the actions into place to confirm that trust within yourself. It's not just about affirmations. It's about action. It's about making the steps, taking the steps and making the moves necessary. Let's get into what the wolf pack have to say. I consider my wolf pack, as a wolf energy myself, I consider the wolf pack cards as like your soul tribe speaking to you. Spirit is of course speaking, but again, there's people that, there are people who are going to come in our life that will play a huge role in a lot of the positive things that take place. They become like family to us. That's our soul tribe. That's our soul family. And I feel like this deck of cards represents that with their messages. It's like that's the energy that's giving you messages here for this reading. Yep, we have stranded. You may feel stranded financially, and for some of you it's or emotionally, with no help from anyone. You may also feel cut off and out of touch. Take time to think of new plans for the future. Have faith and trust in yourself. It's exactly what I just said, right? So with those new plans, again, if there's something in life that makes you feel like you're stranded on an ice cube by yourself, and maybe you've been stuck in one way of looking at your situation, open your mind to seeing a new perspective. You can make it through these storms, but it's up to you to have the determination to do so. We have Weeping Wound. This is actually one of my favorite cards from this deck because it says you are not your wounds. You are not limited, bound, or restrained by your childhood traumas. I do feel like for some of you, that's what this is. Whatever you're struggling with, it reverts back to some type of childhood trauma. Could be a belief system put in place on you when you were younger that you haven't fully let go of. Whatever the case may be, you are not those wounds. You are so much more than those experiences. Those experiences are a moment in time that can be transferred and transmuted into something else positive, productive. So allow yourself that healing space. Allow yourself to recognize inner strengths and allow yourself to remember that you can make it through. I feel like that's the message Spirit had for you here, Group 2. Blessings to you. All right, Group 3, here is your reading. This is the beautiful stone that you chose. Let's hop into the main focus of your reading. We have rest. Yes, definitely. Rest, time to relax, healing needs to take place. Group 3, you run on empty sometimes. Even when something you've done has reached a moment of success, no matter how big or small it is, you tend to just keep going and going because you believe that that's what maintains the momentum. And many of you need to first and foremost give yourself a pat on the back for anything that you've accomplished thus far that you put a lot of hard work into. It's important that you do that. That's what builds momentum. If no one else shows you gratitude and appreciation for what you do, which will come anyway, when you match the frequency of it, you need to do it. So take this time right now to take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, relax that. Some of y'all focus on a lot of very strong gut energy, and when you feel this need to move, sometimes you need to chill even in that. Stillness is important here. Again, you may resonate with the other groups because I feel like all of these groups are connected, but even if this is just for you alone, take time to rest. Healing is also necessary here. I'm hearing rest mentally and physically strongly right now. That's strongly coming in. There's a creative idea or something you need to do that might be of a bigger scale now that you've reached success with something else, or perhaps that energy of huge success that's coming in is going to require you having a lot of energy. So take the time necessary to center in on yourself, breathe, meditate, take that nap when you feel compelled to. Again, it's not saying that you're going to lack. It's not talking about lacking in your work, but that team no sleep is bull. And I can hear some of y'all say that. No, team no sleep, it actually is it'll make you more fatigued. It'll make you overwhelmed. Even someone like me, I'm used to doing 1,000 things in the day. Even I have to take the time to remind myself to breathe. In the course of doing these readings, I try to talk sometimes a little bit faster to get things out to you guys because I have so many others to do. And even now I have to remind myself, breathe. Breathe. Rest. Don't run your battery out. Don't go on E and give yourself compliments for your achievement. Let's see what the wolf pack has to say. Fulfillment. All your hopes, dreams, and wishes will now come true. Total success in your life. You have earned this success. Your diligence and hard work is now being rewarded, a feeling of accomplishment. You can resonate with all of that or some of that, but at the end of the day, it fits exactly what I was talking about. Fulfillment energy is coming in here, but you need to give some of y'all really, to be quite blunt, you kind of suck at giving yourself props when you've achieved something of great magnitude. Allow yourself to pat yourself on the back for any level of achievement. Let that be your momentum. You don't have to be conceited or cocky about it, but be confident. It'll actually help build confidence. Creative power. I was just speaking about creative energy coming in. Release your alchemy energy. I'm going to say alchemy because I don't want to mess up that word right now. And that's pretty much what it is. Release your alchemy energy into the world. So this is talking about allowing the energy of manifestation to come through by first and foremost taking the time that's needed to rest, taking the time that's needed to appreciate your accomplishments, because that will inspire you, that will help you move forward in whatever creative ideas you have. Most importantly, rest the body. I do feel like some of you may be expecting. That's not for everyone. Take what resonates. But that might be another reason that you're being told to slow down. If you're already pregnant and you know that you're running around fixing stuff in the house and you're running around doing this with the business and doing that, this is Spirit letting you know, chill out. Chill out. If you didn't know and this reading was your heads up, you're welcome. Come back and let us know. But again, that's not for everybody. Take what resonates for that situation. This is mainly focusing on the energy of creation, manifesting something into reality through alchemy. Some of you, again, may be looking to get into spiritual work yourself. And this is a sign to do so, but be open in how you go about it. I'm feeling compelled to go to the top and bottom of this deck. So let's see what we have. We have steps. Take time No need to rush. If you're feeling this need to get a bunch of stuff done very soon because you feel like you're running out of time, Spirit is saying no, slow down. You will get more done when you take time to rest than if you try to just run through it all. Look at that structure. Set goals and plans for a strong foundation. That goes right along with that alchemy energy of creation. So this is the energy of your reading. This is the main focal point for you, group 3. And again, I feel like these two cards also tie into the other two readings. It's just, I have to say what the energy is pulling me to say. So when you take the time needed to rest and realize you don't need to rush, when you allow yourself to truly accept the accomplishments that you've made thus far, you tap into a strong creative energy. Make sure you have a strong structure and foundation for it, but that you're flexible in how it manifests, and you'll see all of your goals come to fulfillment. Blessings to you, group 3. Peace, love, and light.